What's up, everybody? It's time for a low-key episode of the Miami Comedy Podcast. Doing it a little live today. I got a long day ahead of me. I got a coaching call in an hour. Just got the notification. So we're going to go a little earlier today. And I also got a show. Brand new show over at Thank You Miami at 9 p.m. tonight. A brand new Friday night show added to the roster, guys. And so, 4:30 is going to be the time slot for today. Maybe forever. For every Friday. How are ya? What's up, Miami? Que hola, Ricky. Terry Wayne. Rich Lee. Chelsea. Dade Russia. Great combination. Thank you all for coming out to another episode of the Miami Comedy Podcast, everybody. Thank you. The holidays is still coming around the corner, and I've got nothing planned. No parties, no family planning. The gifts are coming late, as you already know from yesterday's episode. Just got notification from Amazon saying I'm not getting my gifts on time. Right, because I've been naughty. They probably looked at my social media and like put him on the naughty list. He ain't getting nothing. So I'm just here contemplating life, everybody. I'm here thinking about Christmas existentialism. And in case you guys don't know, my life currently is a very sober one. Vanessa, Wadi, Flip, Stefan, welcome. We're going to talk about Christmas parties. We're going to talk about partying. We're going to talk about the new year. We're going to talk about Miami. We're going to talk about anything that is related to Miami, which is related to partying, which is also relevant to the holidays. So in case you guys don't know, the reason I like talking about these kinds of things is because I am sober. Only in alcohol, but I am sober nonetheless. I'm not drinking. I know, what a boring thing to say and do, but look at my face. I'm glowing, okay? No more breakouts. Go back 5 months. Look at all the breakouts. Look how swollen my face was. How clammy and tired I was. I think I'm allergic to alcohol, and I've never known until now. Alcohol makes me all puffy. I get red. My nose starts swelling up. The papada, as they would call it in Cuba, was it starts swinging, right? And since 2016, I experimented every other year. What I do is I tell myself I'm not going to drink any alcohol for a whole year. And then when I did that, lo and behold, my face started changing. I started losing weight immediately. I have more energy. I get things done. But get this, my life is so boring. You know, I look and feel great, but there's nothing to do. I mean, of course, I can always podcast. I can always write a meme. I can always do something like that. But at the same time, when you're done with all that stuff, you want to go out, right? I want to go talk to girls. Can't hang out with my friends, my wingman friends. They don't want to hang out with me. They're just like, I can't hang out with you, Manny. You're sober. You're going to bring us down. Ever try dancing with a girl while you're sober? It ain't happening. All of a sudden, you're categorized in the same way Bill Cosby was. Why are you sober? Why do I got to drink? And you don't. And they always ask me the same thing. You're not going to get a drink? No, I'm not drinking. Oh my God, what happened? I'm trying to get healthy. That's what happened. Boring. All right, I'm going to go get this drink you gave me. I'm going to go dance with somebody else. Thank you. Right? They think you're a serial killer. Are you targeting women and buying them drinks? Brunch with Brittany knows. If I went up to a club in Orlando and Brittany's there buzzing next to the DJ booth because she's VIP, right? Brittany being a DJ or a host for a radio station. You know, she's surrounded by other people in the entertainment. And they're all trying to grind with Brunch with Brittany, right? And then here I come all sober. Holding on, trying to get a dance, holding on to her hips. She's like, Manny, how many drinks did you have? None, baby. Get away from me. I only want people that are included in this bottle. So that's my story, guys. My love life has taken a dip, right? Even Tinder, for some reason, Tinder knows. Tinder's like, hey, this guy's sober. Don't match him with nobody. Right? My Tinder matches have dipped dramatically. It's in the algorithm. Oh, this guy's been Googling sober life. Give him some bad matches. All right. What's up, Doris? Palm Shells, welcome. Terry says, yeah, but I'm Irish. Don't have a choice. I have to drink to honor my ancestors. Hey, man, everybody's different. I do mocktails, Lorenzo Sands, and the placebo effect is real. But the thing is, I don't want to be tricking people that I'm buzzed around. I don't want to be that guy where it's like, the lady will have a margarita, and can I have a rum and Coke just with the Coke? And then pretend I'm drinking? I don't want to be that guy. That'll be creepy, right? You know, she starts getting drunk and you're telling her you're drinking with her, but you're really not. I might as well just tell them the truth. There's something in my conscience that I can't do that, you know? Besides, people can tell. They can tell. The way you move your hips, the way you dance, you're not vibing. You don't have that flow. And people don't, when people are buzzed and you're not, it kills their buzz. And they don't want to be around you. It's like, oh, this guy is being responsible. We don't want this responsibility, Manny. You're killing us with your adult supervision vibes. But guess what? The next morning, no hangover. The next morning, I get work done. The next morning, I'm getting paid, getting that bag. Right, while you're in a barf bag. Oh! So, one thing I've learned whenever I'm sober, guys. Let me make sure I got all the comments here. I want to give everybody a chance. It does look suspect. Yes, indeed. That's the rub. Yeah, man. Life works that way. Life works in the way where it's like, if you get something, something else needs to be given up, right? And if you give up something, you get something. It's just what it is. I was eating ice cream yesterday, and it was oat milk ice cream. And as I was eating the oat milk ice cream, it didn't taste as good as regular ice cream, but it had less calories. And I'm like, this is life. This is life in a pint. This is what it's all about. You want to get healthy? Your food ain't going to taste as good. You want good tasting food? You ain't going to get healthy. That's just what it is, man. What up, sucker? Bro, I hate Miami weather. Exactly. You want a nice, hot, sunny day? It's going to rain later on that night. That's how Miami is. You got plans? Rain. And then bam, sunshine when you least expect it. Hey, let's go to the beach tomorrow. All right, yeah, cool, let's do it. Pouring thunderstorm. It wasn't even on the radars. How did this happen? Miami just shrugs his shoulders. I don't. And then at 6 o'clock, it's like you got a little bit of blue before the night comes. Facts. Bro, it was hotter in October than now. There's no more winter in Miami, man. It's over. Okay? And you know, speaking of partying, I was talking about this yesterday. When it's cold outside, the parties for some reason are better. Right? Have you noticed that? Everybody's in sweater weather. They're going out. The liquor hits differently. You black out in a different way. That's another thing I miss about drinking. I miss dark liquor, and I miss sweater weather while I'm drunk on dark liquor. Like Hennessy when it's like below 50. Oh, heaven on earth. They should make a brand of Hennessy called Hennessy Heaven. So yeah, man. Like I digress. So one thing I'm learning as I'm giving up the party life, because I'm not gonna do partying. Well, maybe I will, right? Maybe I hang out with some people that don't need a drink, or maybe, you know, a weed party or something like that. But you know, when you're not out socializing, people ain't gonna invite you to nothing. Hey, whatever happened to Manny? I thought he was cool. Yeah, man, but he's sober now. He ain't hanging out with nobody. So I'm not gonna live that life until 2023. I usually start my sobriety in September the year before, so I have 4 months to get on it. So then when the new year starts, because if I don't get started in September, man, it's gonna be 3, 2, 1. I'm gonna start drinking champagne. You know? I did this last week. I'm gonna do it again now. So when the new year comes, I'm going to be stone sober, 4 months, no alcohol. By the way, shout out to Twitch, brand new channel for all the people that are watching. Thank you for tuning in. Subscribe or do whatever options they got on there. So when I'm stone sober, after 4 months is when you really don't need it as much. At least in my body is like that. My body needs since 2016, I realized 4 months is when I don't crave it. Right? Because right now, whenever I go out and you know, go to a restaurant, you know, I go on a date or something, like I look at the drink that the person is having and I want it. And I feel it. I feel temptation coming up. Okay? So, but after 4 months, it's like, I don't need it no more, you know? What's up, Galveezy? Club soda and lime. So Terry Wayne says, club soda and lime looks like you have a drink, sneaky style. Yeah, we were just talking about that, Terry. I don't like being that guy pretending to be drunk. What am I, 13 years old? You ever did that when you were a kid? You got cranberry juice, adults are partying around you and you're trying to act like them with some cranberry juice? Yeah! El Año Nuevo! Cranberry, Capri Sun in your hand. Sucker says, there's nothing good to do here in Miami as a minor besides 1, smoke pot, 2, skate, 3, go to a party, 4, get a job, 5, go to the beach or pool. Well, 3 and 5 sound pretty good there, sucker. I'd go with that. Noelito, welcome. We're here talking about the party life here in the city of Miami. So, what have I learned in my years of sobriety, now that I'm embarking in another year, is that happiness comes more often, but even though you get a little more happiness, it's a very solitude style happiness. Okay? It's kind of like, I wouldn't even call it happiness in the sense. I would call it more like peace, calmness, tranquility. Like yesterday for 2 hours, I was out in the garden with this little keyboard, and I was just typing jokes and memes, and like the video that you guys saw today was part of that. Like I was just like, how funny is it that, you know, Noche Buena is when Latinos open, and you get more ideas because you're not all clouded up with social drama, and you're worrying about some girl that doesn't like you back, and like, oh, what that guy said in that time, you know. When you don't interact, I mean, some people are more social than others, so, you know, everybody's different. But for me, I'm both. You know, my personality is either I'm very social, and that's why I like drinking, or I'm very, I have a strength in solitude. Like, I enjoy being alone, and I enjoy doing things when I'm alone, right? So as I'm writing, I'm realizing that I get more creative and I get more stuff done and I get it out there faster. I don't linger with it. Like, oh, one day I'll do it. I'll get around to it. I'm just tired right now. I need a cheeseburger. I was drinking so much last night. Oh my God. Give me something greasy. Give me something greasy. And yeah, like I was saying, man, when you don't party as much, you don't get involved in drama from outsiders, right? Because you're kind of like in your own little world kind of thing. Yo, I want to cop the shirt you are wearing. Oh, yeah, absolutely. So, yeah, let's get... Great segue, by the way. Steffi, it's simple. There you go. So let's go ahead and get into the reads before we get into the whole drama, social drama, and solidarity. Well, being alone. Solidarity means you care about someone else, and so you do it with them. Being alone and social drama is on the next segment. But before we get there, guys, let's talk about what Steffi It's Simple just said. I've got these brand new shirts out. Okay, they're available in blue and pink. You know, about 75% are currently sold. This design is also an NFT, meaning it's limited edition. Once these shirts are sold out, I'm going to redesign and do a whole other design. And then we're going to do that forever, hopefully. And then eventually, who knows, maybe in the future, I'll do an art gallery with all the designs we've had over the years. And then we'll do a comedy show with that art gallery all around us. There you go. You got a little glimpse of the Miami comedy future. Next up, we've got a show tonight and every single Friday. Brand new show at Thank You Miami, which is a beer house in Cocina. Great food, great beers, big beer fridge, local beers, great stage. It's one of the most original venues we've got in our roster. So if you're by the Flagler and 17th Ave area, definitely check that place out, even if it's not comedy night. Just go there, try out the burgers, tell them Manny sent you. They got karaoke night, they got car night, and they got comedy night, both Mondays and Fridays. So make sure you guys stop by tonight if you want to catch our first Friday show. That's at 9 o'clock. Reservations at miamicomedy.com. Also, if you're a sponsor, I'm looking for a good sponsor that can go well with the project of Miami Comedy. So send me an email if you guys want anything sponsored, manny@miamicomedy.com. All right, getting back to it. I'm sliding a lot less into DMs. You know? What up, W Blanco? The one thing I've realized is that my phone is really, really dry. But it's intentionally dry. I don't text girls. I don't slide in their DMs as much. Because the thing is, like, if I'm at a bar and, you know, I don't do it dry. Like, I never slide in a girl's DMs dry. Like, I make sure that there's some interaction first. I make sure that the door is somewhat open. She kind of nudges a little bit, and I go, hey, right? It's not like some other guys out there. They haven't seen somebody since 2003, and they're like, hey, yo, what up? Remember we went to high school together? Not that kind of guy. But eventually, if I go out and I have a drink, I kind of like, you know, I feel more inclined to slide into DMs. And you know what? DM sliding is actually very acceptable when done appropriately. You know when it's okay to do it, right? And that's one of the biggest things that I also miss about drinking. Like, it also gave me the inclination to initiate conversation more with potential dates. You know what I'm saying? But now, since I'm stone sober and I'm so busy doing productive projects, I don't have the time, nor does it come to my mind to be like, let me go text this girl and see what's up. I don't do that as much as I used to, you know? So super dry, no nut November just passed. I hope that's not a curse. I'm trying not to curse on the podcast. And because I'm not actively out there, I realize that there's a lot less drama in my life. Like, there's less people trying to get into my biz and trying to bring their energy into my business and like their problems. Like, when you socialize, man, sometimes you mix up with the wrong people while you're out there socializing and you're partying, you know, and then you kind of like hang out with them, and then you wasted a whole night with somebody that wasted your whole time. And it's just this whole other world of time wasters when you go out and you live a party lifestyle. And there's also like the potential of there being a friendship, and then the friendship doesn't really work out. Something happens, you learn that someone's a certain way. Like, I remember when I lived in Miami Beach, I would meet a lot of people when I lived there, because I would be a nightlife kind of person in Miami Beach. I'd go out into these bars and these nightclubs, and then I'd meet somebody and I'd really like them. Like, there would be like a girl that I really like or something, and then like we hit it off for like a week or two, and then she just leaves. You know what I mean? And then, like, she goes back to her city. I told you not to get feelings, Manny. I got to go back to my country in Poland. I was here in Miami Beach just to get some sun. Look how pale I am. Now that I've got my tan, I don't need boy drama right now, so I'm going back home. No, please. Our time together was so good. I told you not to catch feelings. True story. Can't believe I'm sharing it on the podcast, but there you have it. A lot of people would visit, go to Miami Beach. I'd meet them at a party, then they would leave immediately, and then there you go. Heartbreakers, right? So yeah, that's and what else? Let's see. There's a good friend of mine that is very wealthy, and he I think he like docks yachts or something like that professionally. He owns like a yacht company or something like that. And so he parties on these yachts, right? And he's a nightlife kind of guy. Cool guy, very smart, multimillionaire kid, very young. And I remember every time me and him would go out, we would party together. He would actually be very good at being a wingman. Like, me and him would go out, we'd wingman it up, we start talking to a lot of girls, and it would always be a very good time. But then, then the drugs start coming in, right? And he has so much money, so then the drugs come in. You then start doing these drugs with these strangers, like women, right, that are like there for the drugs and the good time. And it's a good time then, but then when you wake up with that feeling like, I did so much, and it's an overindulgent thing, and so much money was spent, and then what are you going to do? You're going to go back to playing PlayStation after you had a night like that? It kind of ruins all the other things that you enjoy in life when you live a hardcore party lifestyle like that, right? This guy would party every day and just live it up every day. Bottles, blow, women, DJs, backstage, VIP, and I'm just tagging along, right? And then when I'd go back, wake up the next morning hungover, you try to play PlayStation, you try to surf the web, you try to go for a walk. It just ain't the same. It ain't the same. Where are the bottles at? Where the liquor at, man? Where the ladies? I don't want to play PlayStation. So then your standards of being satisfied or being happy have changed completely because you kind of like overindulge in this lifestyle that is just too much, right? And everybody that indulges in these lifestyles, what they're seeking is pleasure from the outside world. You know what I mean? Happiness or whatever. So when you're not out there doing that all the time, maybe, you can have your fun. And I'm pretty sure within the year, even though I'm sober, I'm going to be going out to a party eventually, right? I hope so. Jesus. But it'll be sparingly in comparison to my drinking years. And because of that, I look forward to making my life a lot less dependent than from outside fun. And, just taking a nap is satisfying. Reading something is satisfying. Surfing the web or learning a new skill is satisfying. It's not so much about me just trying to like live this party lifestyle. But on the other side of the coin, I know I'm going to miss it. And when 2023 comes around, I'm going to go hard. I'm going to pour out that liquor like I did in 2018 when I started drinking again. I'm going to pour out that liquor. I'm going to drink too much. My tolerance level is going to be very low, and I'm not going to care. And I'm going to ask for another round of shots because it's my first night drinking after a year. Keep them coming. We getting blacked out tonight, baby. Call the Ubers. Not to go home. We're going to another bar after this. And then when I go out and start drinking again, I'm going to gain all the weight back, make all the mistakes again, and take away my happiness, even though I figured it out. I cracked the code. That's the thing, man. You can crack the code to happiness, and eventually you'll get bored. I got everything I want. I lost weight. I'm in shape. I read a lot of books. My business is doing great. It just ain't enough. I got to go out there and sow my oats. I got to be promiscuous. And I got to try the blow. I got to make sure that it's still as good as I remember it here in the city of Miami. Where the weed at? I know myself well enough to admit these things. And I think a lot of human beings can agree with me that even though, that's just the same thing of like getting married, right? People think I found the one. This is the woman of my dreams. This is the man of my dreams. You marry that person. You think you're happy. And it is for maybe the first year, 6 months. And then you realize, I got to do work to stay happy with this person. I got to see her chew every day. Lay down next to me every day. The snoring then kicks in. She's telling you PlayStation or me, right? And then now your definition of happiness is totally different than what you thought it was. Happiness changes, man. That's how we are. What up, Nat Athena? Karmas. Your boy, Martial. All right, guys. So, there's your early podcast. Let the party pass by. But then make sure you go back, right? Make sure you go back. Make sure you enjoy partying again. Make sure you enjoy getting a drink and sowing your oats and being promiscuous if you're single and going out and dancing, listening to the music, right? But just know that even though those things are very satisfying, it's an outside thing, man. The happiness is coming from the outside in, not the inside out. Okay? That's it for the Miami Comedy Podcast, everybody. Once again, comedy show tonight, Friday, 9 p.m. at Thank You Miami Beer House, and that's every Friday. Then after that, our next show is going to be on Sunday at Tipsy Flamingo. Thank you all very much for tuning in. We do this almost every single day, especially Saturday at 10:30. That's going to be a new segment, a new slot. I'm going to try to fill those in as quickly as I can, make it an event or something. All right? Have a great weekend, everybody. Bye.